We're out here today with Jared. We're in Bullabura, up in the Blue Mountains, and we've been working with Jared for over a year now.
Probably over a year.
Perfecting this fire system that we've got here. So we'll talk you through it.
That's a 10,000 litre water tank.
And we've got 2 tanks behind us.
Yep. A 10,000 litre at the top and then a 15,000 litre that was here before we moved in. But we put the 10,000 litres in probably about 18 months ago.
We just recently installed another 2 tanks at, 6,500 litres each?
Yeah.
So 13,000 litres in total underneath the deck up the front there. So we'll walk you through that a bit later. But Jared, how'd you find us?
Living in the Blue Mountains, bushfire risk is always a concern that residents need to have. And I was contacting a number of different plumbers saying, can you help me with a sprinkler system specifically for bushfire defence? And most of the plumbers said, absolutely, we can help you. Just tell us exactly what you need us to do. The problem for me was I didn't know exactly what I wanted. And so I found Pure Plumbing with Jerem through social media. And it was a video on Instagram where they were installing a roof sprinkler system. And that's the idea that I wanted to do as well. So I reached out to Jerem, and then, as he said, 12 months later, probably a dozen days of effort with multiple blokes from the company showing up, and we're now getting pretty close to finished.
Yeah, nice. So, as I said, we've got a 10,000 litre tank over there. We've got a shed that protects the pump. We've got a sprinkler on top of the pump there. That tank behind us runs up to the top of the driveway, and we've got 3 fire hose reels. I'll take you up there and have a bit of a look at the other ones later. Yes, it's a copper line. So, Jared, when we were originally discussing this, he had some people will put a fire plan together and what they want to do in an event of the fire, whether they stay and fight or just flee. Jared said his wife and kids will leave the property, but he'll stay and defend. So that's why we've got fire hose reels running around. So the idea is he'll fire up the system, and then he doesn't have to be standing at the house, worrying about the house being on fire. He can be putting out spot fires while the house is doing its job up the top there.
An important thing to understand when a bushfire happens as well is you lose mains water supply and you lose mains power supply. So if your plan is to stay and defend your property, you need to have independent water and an ability to pump that water where you need it at the time. If your system is relying on electric pumps supplied by mains power and pumps that are powered by mains water, they will fail in a bushfire. So being able to pump it around and store it on your property for when you need is a critical part of the defence plan that we had. So when I came to Jerem with this concept, I didn't have a fully fledged plan in mind. I knew what I was trying to achieve, but I needed a partnership with an experienced plumber to be able to guide me and advise me on the right ways to do things as well. So placement, the thickness of the pipes, how many sprinkler heads, that was all like a conversation that we had over time. And that's why I appreciate Jerem's effort, because it's not him just trying to sell me the most expensive thing, it's trying to design a solution together. And that's where the struggle I found with other plumbers is they will do whatever you tell them to do, but you need to know exactly what you want.